Hello everybody, this is Jyoti Mayekar. I'm teaching nuclear physics. This is lecture 3 on the topic nuclei and their properties. Yeah, let's talk about atomic mass unit, AMU. 1 AMU, it is taken as 1/12 of the mass of carbon atom. Now, 1 mole of carbon 12 has the mass of 12 grams. And we know that 1 mole contains Avogadro number of atoms, where your Avogadro number it is 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. So, mass of each carbon 12 is 12 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon Avogadro number. And 1 AMU, it is equals to 1 unit equals to 1/12 of mass of carbon atom. If we'll do this calculations, you will get 1.6605 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. So, 1 AMU, 1 atomic mass unit, it is equals to 1.6605 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. Nuclear mass. Since the protons and neutrons constitute the nucleus, inside the nucleus we have protons and neutrons. So mass of protons, mass of neutrons, it will give us nuclear mass. So suppose mass of one proton it is MP, total number of protons are Z. So Z into MP will give mass of protons, total protons. Suppose Mn it is mass of one neutron and N number of neutrons. So N into Mn will give you mass of total mass of neutrons. So nuclear mass it is the sum of masses of all the protons and masses of all the neutrons. So mass defect. But experimentally when we measured mass using spectrometer, it was found that the actual nuclear mass it is less than ZMP plus NMN. This difference in mass, ZMP plus NMN minus actual nuclear mass, this difference in mass is called as delta M or mass defect. Let's talk about mass energy equivalence. According to Einstein's theory, mass can be converted into its equivalent energy since mass is also a form of energy. So E equals to mc square. This is the equation which connects energy and mass. So the energy equivalent of 1 AMU, that is what we have to find out. 1 AMU mass, it corresponds to how much energy. So 1 AMU, we know that 1 AMU it is equals to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. We also know the speed of light c, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Now we have the equation E equals to mc square. We'll substitute the value of m, we will substitute the value of c and we will find out energy. Whatever energy you will get, that energy it is in joules. So 1.49 into 10 raised to minus 10 joules. And then you can divide this by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. You will get the energy in electron volt. And here I have again converted it in million electron volt. So million electron volt basically it is 10 raised to 6 electron volts. So what I got is 931 MeV. You can also try these calculations out. Pause video in between. Try these calculations out and just check whether you are getting same. So 1 AMU it is approximately equals to 931 million electron volt. Now let's talk about nuclear composition. Now we say that beta particles, they are emitted from the nucleus. Yeah, a radioactive nucleus, it emits beta particles. What is beta particle? Beta particle, it is nothing but electron. Okay. So what we are saying right now is electrons are emitted from the nucleus, right? But electrons, they are not inside the nucleus. They are orbiting around the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, we have just proton and neutron. Then how is it possible that electrons are coming out of the nucleus? So emission of beta particles from some radioactive nuclei forced scientists to believe that nucleus consists of not only protons but also electrons. And according to the hypothesis, a nucleus of atomic number Z at mass number A should have A protons. Okay, and under this assumed condition, the nuclear charge should be A, not equals to plus Z, and not equals to plus Z. So then many theories were put forward which proved that electron cannot be constituent of nucleus, or electrons, they are not part of nucleus. Why? See, if we just consider that electron exists inside a nucleus, then according to Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, delta x, delta p, it should be greater than or equal to h cross. What is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle? We cannot find out the position and momentum simultaneously. Okay. So the uncertainty in position of electron is maximum uncertainty. कितना हो सकता है? Maximum uncertainty will be 10 raised to minus 14 meter. That is the diameter of nucleus. You cannot have more than that. Thus, uncertainty in momentum of electron, we can calculate delta p. If we consider delta x, delta p approximately equals to h cross, then delta p, it will be approximately equals to h cross upon delta x. You know the value of h cross. H cross is h upon 2 pi. H is Planck's constant, 6.64 into 10 raised to minus 34. Okay. So if I substitute those values, I will get delta p equals to 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 20 kg meter per second. So I got the value of delta p, change in momentum. Now total relativistic kinetic energy of electron. Now why relativistic kinetic energy? Because speed of electron, it is comparable with the speed of light. So whenever any particle, it travels with the speed comparable to the speed of light, then we have to use relativistic equations. So relativistic kinetic energy E, it is equals to under root of m0 square c raised to 4 plus p square c square. You know the value of m0. M0 is rest mass of electron, that is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. C, that is speed of light, 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. P we have calculated. C, you know. So if you substitute all these values, again the energy which you will get, it will be in joules. And you can just divide by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 13. So it will directly get converted to MeV. So whatever energy here we are getting, try these calculations here. So if you will find out this energy E, you will get 20.63 MeV. This indicates that if at all a free electron, it exists inside the nucleus, its energy should be greater than 20 MeV. But when a radioactive nucleus undergoes decay by emitting beta particles, the electrons have never been found with such a high energy. The maximum energy emitted is only of the range 2 to 3 MeV. Thus, because of large variation in energy, one can conclude that electrons cannot be confined within nuclei. Electrons did not live in the nucleus. They are not constituent of a nucleus. Then, how come the electrons are coming out of the nucleus? That is the question for you. Okay. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.